Llpsi, so welcome to this audio video lesson on chapter 4, capitulum quartum, and we're looking at Scena Secunda, the second scene this time. See out in the margin, servus dominum salutat, slave greets his master. There's Julius the master, he has his baculum, or staff, and his saculus, his pouch, or small bag, and we see Davus taking a kind of bow there to greet. Okay, personae, characters in this scene. Julius, Aemilia, Medus, Davus. Julius, Aemilia, Medus, and Davus. Davus, qui dominum suum non videt, medum interrogat. Davus, who does not see his master, asks Medus. Okay, so apparently where he entered the room, he didn't have a view of the master, doesn't see him right away, but he does see Medus, who called him. This is a complex sentence. Notice the commas around the qui clause to note that it's a dependent clause. That's a nice thing for the editor to do to help you read it. The main verb, as usual, is at the end, interrogat. Davus asks, interrogat, Medus, medum. And then the qui clause describes Davus. Davus, who does not see his master, and then we pick up asks Medus, right? Quid est Mede? What is it, Medus? Now notice when he talks directly to Medus, he doesn't say Medus, he says Mede, right? So just like Dawe up above, this is the new vocative case. So an us type word, a masculine us noun, second declension us noun to be specific, the us changes to a short e, and we pronounce that eh. What is it, Medus? Then Medus says, st, shh, dominus ad est. The master is here. Saluta dominum. Greet the master. Now, the reason he says this is because he doesn't want Davus to get in trouble for being impolite to the master, right? Roman times, slavery, I mean, it's an evil society. The masters could do what they wanted with their slaves. I mean, they could torture them. They could even kill them, usually. Under Roman law for most of Roman history, they could do pretty much whatever they wanted. All right, servus dominum salutat, the slave greets the master. Salve domine, hello master. So salve and saluta, again, some of these command forms, they're called imperatives, singular imperatives. And again, notice saluta and salve just end with a vowel. There's no T at the end like we've seen for other verb forms. Dominus servum salutat, the master greets his slave. Salve serve, hello slave. Okay, so there's that word salve again. It's the imperative form. Notice that domine and serve both end with the eh, the short e, because they're talking directly to each other. So instead of saying dominus and servus, they have to say domine and serve. Davus then says, Quid est domine? What is it, master? And Julius says, St, tace serve. Shh, shut up, slave. Tacet audi. Shut up and listen. Servus tacet. The slave is quiet. He shuts up. Julius, in saculo meo sunt decim tantum numi. In my pouch there are only, right, tantum, only 10 coins. Ubi sunt ceteri numi mei? Where are my other coins? Where are the rest of my coins? Quick little thing I want to point out about numus. Numus is the word for coin here. It's a masculine word, so coins are masculine in Latin. Little funny fact. Numismatics is the study of coinage, of money in general. A numismatist is a coin collector. Numismatists, by the way, and numismatic only have one M because they're coming from nomisma and numus, kind of a combination of nomisma, which is a Greek word for money, and numus, which is this Latin word. All right, Davus tacet. Davus is quiet, or he shuts up. Neque respondet, and he doesn't answer. Aemilia says, Responde Dawe, answer Davus. Dominus te interrogat. The master is asking you. Notice again the command verb responde, just with the vowel at the end, and notice again Dawe because she's talking to him. Davus respondet. Davus responds. Pecunia tua hic non est. Your money is not here. Interroga medum. Ask Medus. Ooh. Cast around the blame here, right? Julius medum interrogat. Julius asks Medus. Ubi sunt numi mei, Mede? Where are my coins, Medus? Medus nullum verbum respondet. Now, nullus this adjective means no or none, right? It's where we get null and nullify and things like that. Medus answers no word, does not answer anything, right? Julius rursus eum interrogat. Julius again asks him, Ubi est pecunia mea? Where is my money? Responde, serve. Answer, slave. Medus davum accusat. Medus accuses Davus. Pecunia tua in saculo Davi est. Your money is in Davus's pouch. Now, notice that it doesn't say Davus, it says Davi. Remember that from chapter 2? That's called a genitive case. That long I ending means it's possessive. Your money is in the pouch of Davus or is in Davus's pouch. It's just like when we do the apostrophe S in English. In fact, the apostrophe S is the leftover of an old English genitive case. English used to have a full case system. It's the same reason why we have his and yours and things like that, right? That S or its, that S on the end is the possessive ending. Davus pecuniam tuam habet. Davus has your money. Ooh, big accusation here. Amelia says, Audi Dawe, Medus te accusat. Listen, Davus, Medus is accusing you. And then Davus says, Quem Medus accusat? Me? Remember Quem from the last chapter. This is whom. It asks a question. Whom does Medus accuse? Whom is he accusing? Me? Alright, and then Julius says, Take Mede. Shut up, Medus. Servus qui servum accusat improbus est. Slave who accuses a slave is wicked. Now, this is something like, parents sometimes don't like their children to be accusing each other, right? Casting blame around here and there. Just somebody stand up and take responsibility, right? Of course, in this situation, you might not want to, given that your master could do whatever he wanted to you. But maybe he would anyhow, whether he hears the truth from you or not. Medus tacet. Medus is quiet. Doesn't say a word. Julius davum non accusat. Julius does not accuse Davus, said interrogat eum, but he asks him. Esne pecunia mea in saculo tuo, Dawe. Is my money in your pouch, Davus? And then Davus says, In saculo meo non est pecunia tua, Domine. In my pouch, your money is not. Your money is not in my pouch, to use a more normal English word order. Master, he says, Domine. Julius says, Ubi est saculus tuus? Where is your pouch? Davus says, Hic est. Here it is. Ecce saculus meus. Look, my pouch. Now, when you hear somebody say ecce in Latin, you can expect that they would be holding something or pointing at something for you to look at. Okay, so ecce is an interjection that draws your attention to something. You can translate it as look, or if you feel kind of Shakespearean, you could say behold, lo, here it is, right? But it just draws attention. Hey, look here, right? It's my pouch. And then Julius says, Saculum tuum in mensa pone. Pone is the command word. It means put or place. Put your pouch, saculum tuum, in mensa, on the table. Here we can see this in the picture. Davus placing the pouch onto the table. So mensa is where the Spanish word mesa, which means table, comes from. All right, and we see the baculum over there in the margin too, the stick or staff. We'll see another reference to that in the story here in a minute. So back to the story at line 61. Davus saculum suum in mensa ponet. Davus places, ponet, puts, ponet, his pouch on the table in mensa. Iam saculus eius, now his pouch. Remember, eius is that new word for his. It's a genitive or possessive case. Now his pouch in mensa est is on the table. Julius paculum suum in mensa ponet. Julius places his stick, his rod, on the table. Baculum domini in mensa est. The master's stick is on the table. Then Davus says, Vide, see, in saculo meo nulla pecunia est. In my pouch there is no money. Julius nullam pecuniam videt in saculo. Julius sees no money in the pouch. In saculo Davi nulli numi sunt. In Davus's pouch there are no coins. Saculus eius vacuus est. His pouch is empty. Davus pecuniam domini non habet. Davus does not have his master's money. Now notice domini is the possessive case, that genitive case we talked about earlier. Julius says, Oh, Davus bonus servus est. Davus is a good slave. Now we get the word bonus and also bona fide and some other words from that. Buongiorno is Italian for good day, right? Comes from bonus. So Davus is a good slave. Pecuniam meam non habet. He does not have my money. Ecce numus tuus, Dawe. Look, your coin, Davus. Remember, ecce draws your attention to something. So at this point, Julius is holding a coin out to him. So he takes one of the 10 coins he had in his pouch and he hands it to Davus, because this is a reward for being honest and not having stolen his money. Julius unum numum ponet in saculo Davi. Julius places one coin in Davus's pouch. Now the coins they're talking about here are most likely sesterces. A sestertius, or semistertius as it originally was called, there are 4 of those to 1 denarius. A denarius is a small silver coin, and 1 sesterce is worth 4 asses. Okay, an os is a small bronze. Sesterce is kind of a large bronze coin for most of the imperial period. At a point earlier, it would have been a really small silver coin, but where our story is set, these would be large bronzes, the sesterce. And you can't really equate it exactly to $1, but there are probably at least a few of these to $1. So you could think of it sort of like a dollar bill, but it's really in value probably more like the worth of a 5 or a 10 or something. There's no exact equation here, but it's an amount of money. Okay, Iam saculus Davi non vacuus est. Now his pouch is not empty. By the way, our word vacuum comes from vacuus. In saculo eius est unus numus. In his pouch is 1 coin. Davus laetus est. Davus is happy. Then Julius says, Sume saculum tuum et discede, bone serve. Pick up your pouch and leave, good slave. Davus saculum suum sumit et discadet. He picks up his pouch and he leaves. Medus baculum, quod in mensa est, videt. Medus sees, videt, the staff which is on the table. Medus quoque discadet. Medus also leaves. Cur discadet Medus? Why is Medus leaving? Medus discadet. Medus is leaving. Quia is pecuniam domini in saculo suo habet. Might have guessed this already, because he has the master's money, pecuniam domini, in saculo suo, in his pouch. Davus et Medus absunt. Davus and Medus are absent. Well, that concludes this section. I hope you learned a few things. Valete till next time.